What's going on, y'all? Thanks for coming back for day two. I'm gonna start out with a request here. Actually, this is pretty much an all request set today. I don't know where to begin. There's too many things that I can't remember. I disappeared like a trend in the hum of the 5 in the early morning, and now I'm taking my time up through Coalinga, through the valley. This highway lived in my mind. It takes me back to the place that made me. Was I in your way? When the cameras turn to face you, no room in frame for two. You cannot outrun a ghost, speeding southbound lanes with abandon. It catches you on the coast, or on the cliffs of the Palisades. You cleared the engine and let it hover above, reeling bodies failing to discover the thing they once knew as love, raising their voices to convince one another. Was I in your way? When the cameras turn to face you, no room in frame for two. And how can I stay in the sun when the rain flows all through my veins? It's true. And I guess it's not a failure we could help. So we'll both go on to get lonely with someone else. With someone else. Ooh, 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 ooh. Ooh. Was I in your way? When the cameras turn to face you, no room in frame for two. And how can I stay in the sun when the rain flows all through my veins? It's true. And I guess it's not a failure we could help. And we'll both go on to get lonely with someone else. Thank you. How's everybody doing? You guys all making it through the day okay? It's a beautiful day outside here in Seattle. Got out in it for a little bit, keeping my 6-foot distance from everyone else, of course. All right, I'm going to jump into another request here. This one was from Instagram. This is from Camrock1. It's a song called Teardrop Windows. Teardrop windows crying in the sky. He is all alone and wondering why. Ivory white, but feeling kind of blue, 'cause there's no one there to share the view. There's too many vacancies. He's been feeling oh so empty. And when the sun sets over the sound, he just goes to sleep. Built in boast as the tallest on the coast, he was once a city's only toast. And old postcards was positioned as the star he was looked up to with fond regard. But in 1962, the needle made its big debut, and everybody forgot what it outgrew. He wonders where the workers are who once filled every floor. The elevators operate, but don't much anymore. Anymore. Teardrop windows crying in the sky, how the years have quickly passed him by. Gleaming white against the deepest baby blue, he is lonely just like me and you. There's too many vacancies, he's been feeling oh so empty. When the sun sets over the sound, he just goes to sleep. There's too many vacancies, he's been feeling oh so empty. When the maids they turn out the lights, he just goes to sleep. Thank you very much. Assuming someone might be clapping in their living room. I wanted to address something from yesterday. I know there are some of you out there that are quite concerned with my cough. Probably sounds even worse over the microphones with the compression and everything, but I assure you I'm doing just fine. On about February 26th, I think, I started with this dry cough, and then I had 4 days of rolling fevers. They'd be around 101.5 or so, and they would just kind of go up and down for 4 days, and culminating in the 4th day, at which I was even higher. The fever was even higher, and I was very concerned and scared. We were trying to play that show in Phoenix. In Tempe. And so I was in a hotel room, and I was very, very scared. And thankfully, Nick, my bandmate, brought buckets of ice over and towels and literally iced me down and got my temperature back down. And so that was roughly 2 weeks ago. And I still have this kind of cough that's been hanging on, no fever or anything like that. It's... I can't really say with any certainty what it was, if it was just the flu or if it was the big C. Well, I guess it was the big C, that not the big C, but I guess maybe a lowercase c, depending on how you see it. But who can know for sure? There's no tests. There's no, or there are very few tests, and they're not available, and they certainly shouldn't be available to people like me who think they might have had it 2 weeks ago. That's kind of how things are. So I'm not trying to sell conspiracies or include myself in this whole craziness, but also say one really can't say. But I feel great now, just dealing with a cough. So if you guys hear it, now I'm just clearing stuff out. It's nothing to be concerned with. Okay, I'm going to play a song for my friend Courtney, who requested this over email. She had the direct line. Glove compartment isn't accurately named. Everybody knows it. I'm proposing a swift, orderly change. Behind its door, there's nothing to keep my fingers warm. And all I find are souvenirs from better times before the gleam of your taillights fading east to find yourself a better life. I was searching for some legal document. As the rain beat down on the hood, when I stumbled upon pictures I tried to forget. And that's how this idea was drilled into my head. It's too important to stay the way it's been. There's no blame for how our love did slowly fade. Now that it's gone, it's like it wasn't there at all. And here I rest with disappointment and regret. Collide, lying awake at night. There's no blame for how our love did slowly fade. Now that it's gone, it's like it wasn't there at all. And here I rest with disappointment and regret. Collide, lying awake at night, all night. When I'm lying awake at night. All right, what am I going to do now? Does anybody have any? This is the Day Bazan honorary Q&A period. Does anybody have any questions that I might be able to answer while I'm tuning? Let's see. Alex asks, "Am I going to do any piano songs?" I'm going to try. I got a mic over here on the piano. I'm not sure how it's going to sound. Because I've only got two mics in here. One's over on the piano, and one is right in front of me. So it might be a little boomy and weird, but I'm going to do my best. This is a very, very slipshod operation here at Computer World Recording. I'm going to do some of those. Somebody asked, "Why is everyone so dumb?" It's been said that a person is smart, but people are stupid. Somebody asked if I write my own music. I definitely do. A lot of it. Maybe too much. Is a hot dog a sandwich? No, a hot dog is not a sandwich. It's a hot dog. It's its own entity in and of itself. Let's see, somebody asks, let's see here. See, Paige Cornwell asked, "What are your go-to news outlets?" I read the New York Times, the Seattle Times. I read Politico, Slate, and the BBC. And locally, I also read The Stranger for local stuff. I'll take one more here. "Are your bandmates okay?" That's from Rob Palmer, I believe. Yeah, everybody's doing great. Dave is down in Portland, playing a lot of music over the internet, and Nick is doing great. Jason is up in Bellingham. He's doing great, and Zach's down in LA, holed up in his studio. So everybody's doing fine. We're all healthy, trying to take care of ourselves, but also trying to take care of the people around us. So yeah, everybody's doing good. Okay, let's see here. Okay, I got one for you. This is kind of an older tune. I haven't played this one in a very long time, but I'll give it a shot. This was an Instagram request from Alex Dimmy 022, if I'm saying that right. This is an old tune from the Forbidden Love EP, and it's called Technicolor Girls. Technicolor girls are always on the phone, talking about their home, and the conversations continue endlessly. Technicolor boys, transistor radios, blasting their treble tones, and the arguments are disputed after school. In the parking lot as the teachers bend the rules. Patiently you waited for a courting boy's embrace. And then everyone would know. But the letter jacket wasn't yours to own. And it proved to be on a temporary loan. As they all grew older, the truth would be understood. 'Cause we never turn out the way we thought we would. All right, let's try some piano stuff, shall we? See how this is going to go. All right, so just turn you guys over here. See my old piano. All right. Okay. All right. This one was requested by a couple of you guys. I'm sorry I don't have the names. It goes like this. fly in circles inside a jar. 'Cause the air we breathe is thinning with the words that we speak, that we speak. You and me, that we speak. You and me. You're on the floor, fearful of what's outside your door. But the codes and keys, they can protect you from the pains of jealousy. When you scream, love you see, like a child throwing stones at the sky. When they fall back to earth as minor chords of major words, separate rooms, a single life. We are one, we are alive. 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 All right, I'm going to play another one here that a lot of you guys have been asking for. I know those coughs sound bad through the mic, but they're not that bad. I think it's the compression that's hitting it. All right. Roll the window down and then begin to breathe in. The darkest country road, the strong scent of evergreen from the passenger seat as you are driving me home. Then looking upward, I strain my eyes and try tell the difference between shooting stars and satellites from the passenger seat as you are driving me home. Do they collide? I ask and you smile. With my feet on the dash, the world doesn't matter. When you feel embarrassed, I'll be your pride. When you need directions, I'll be the guide for all time. For all time. You guys getting that piano? I just want to check. The piano sounding okay? Can you guys hear it? Let's see. It's a little bit of a delay. I have some claps. Let's see. All right. All right, this is another request here. Sadly, I don't have the Instagram handle handy. Can't expect you to be honest, to be faithful every day to the end. I just need you to be always a friend. As the sun sets over Dakota, underneath the crimson ocean of sky, no, I'll always need you by my side. When we drive, when we drive, you and I were born in motion, never in one place for too long a time. Now it's the only way we know to survive. I like the way that your hair tangles, the way your suntan's only on one side. We always keep the windows open wide. When we drive, when we drive, when we drive, when we drive. Climb into the back seat and close your eyes. I've got the wheel. Dream of all the places only we will find. I can't expect you to be honest, to be faithful every day to the end. I just need you to be always a friend. Until the engine kicks and sputters, until we roll the rubber off the tires. No, I'll always need you by my side. When we drive, 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 when we drive. Before we continue here, I have a quick PSA for all of you. With each one of these shows, I'm trying to not only just bring awareness, because that's such a tired term, and usually it just means posting something and not doing anything. So it's not so much that I want to raise awareness about some of these organizations that I'm passionate about, but that I'd like some of you, if you have the ability, to help out. And today's organization, it's called the Aurora Commons. It's a safe space here in Seattle, Washington, on Aurora Avenue, which is kind of a rough part of town. And it is ostensibly a safe space for people who are temporarily experiencing homelessness, or who might be sex workers on Aurora, or who might just be down on their luck. And it's a place where they can go and make food, do their laundry, feel like human beings, and kind of feel their own humanity for even just an afternoon. And it's an organization that some friends of mine have been running for some time, and I'm very passionate about the work they've been doing. So I recognize that in these trying times, people do not have a lot of money to give out, and that is totally understandable. But what the Aurora Commons is desperately in need of right now are tents and sleeping bags. And the reason for that is a number of the people who come into the Commons normally sleep in shelters along Aurora Avenue in North Seattle, and or they might rent a room in one of the kind of cheap hotels up and down the Ave. Well, all of those places are closed now. The shelters are not open, and a lot of the hotels don't have vacancies. So what the Aurora Commons is currently trying to do is to work with the city to allow for some safe camping sites on the north end, so that some of these people who have nowhere else to go can at least have a place to go that is somewhat safe and monitored, and is a designated area for people to camp. But what they desperately need, as I said now, are tents and sleeping bags. So if you happen to live in the Seattle area, and you have an extra tent or sleeping bag that you can donate, you can see that. There we go. This is the address where you can drop it off. This is a residence, so what they know that some of you might be stopping by.
and their request is that you leave any of these items, sleeping bags, tents, on the porch. Maybe just give a knock on the door to let them know that someone's dropping something off, and then you can kind of distance yourself, as you should be doing. And also, if you have access to a safe mailbox, a place that you can mail stuff from, this is the address to send it to. So as I do these shows from time to time, I'm going to be making these kinds of requests, and they're not. I don't want to ask people for money as much as I want people who have surplus of things that they might not feel they really need. Those things might become available to people who desperately do. So that is the PSA for today. I'm going to play a couple more tunes for you here, and then we'll see you tomorrow. This is a request that Aubrey made on the comment section over here. Okay, so here we go.
Me and Magdalena, we're driving south through Monterey. As the sun is slowly sinking into a distant ocean wave. And I don't know if I've ever loved any other half as much as I do in the slide she's under. Tell me, Magdalena, what do you see in the depths of your night? Do you see a long-lost father? Does he hold you with the hands you remember as a child? No, everything lost will be recovered when we drift into the arms of the undiscovered. And I don't know if I've ever loved any other half as much as I do in the slide she's under. Me and Magdalena, always leaving early and sleeping late. Secluded in the canyon, lost within a turn of fate. And I don't know if I've ever loved any other half as much as I do in the slide she's under. And I don't know if I've ever loved any other half as much as I do in the slide she's under.
So I was on a run today through the urban parks of my neighborhood in Seattle, Washington. And and I was listening to New Order, or one of my favorite bands ever, and song came on that you know, when you don't forget that you love a song, but it's just been a while since you realized how fucking great it is. And that kind of happened for me today with this particular tune. So as I was finishing my run, I thought, you know what, maybe I should do a version of that tonight. And when I got home, I got a text from my friend Hari, and he was like, hey, can I make a request for tonight's set? I was like, sure, yeah. What do you want to hear? And he said, think you could play Ceremony by New Order? And I was like, what? I literally was thinking of doing that 20 minutes ago. And, you know, a number of exclamation points were sent back and forth. And I was like, yeah, I'm definitely doing it now. So I'm going to do a version of it for, this is a request. It goes out to Hari. And yeah, if you don't know this song, it's one of my favorites. It goes like this. Let's get a cough out of the way. All right.
This is why events unnerve me. I find it all a different story. Notice whom for wheels are turning. Turn again and turn towards this time. All she asks is the strength to hold me. Then again, the same old story. World will travel oh so quickly. Travel first and learn before them this time. Wall break them down, no mercy shown. Heaven knows it's got to be this time. Watching her, these things she said, the time she cried, too frail to wake this time. Ooh, 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 ooh. Wall break them down, no mercy shown. Heaven knows it's got to be this time. Avenues all lined with trees. Picture me and then you start watching. Watching forever. Forever. Watching love grow. Forever. Letting me know. Forever. Forever.
That one's for you, Hari. All right, folks, I'm gonna play one more song for you, and then you know, as you all know, most likely, I'm gonna be here every day. That's Saturdays, Sundays, Mondays, Tuesdays, for about 2 weeks, and then we'll just kind of assess where we are after that point. But for now, I'm really enjoying doing this. Selfishly speaking, it's really fun for me, and you know, I think we're all looking for a distraction from the news and just the craziness all around us. And I might have said this yesterday. There's going to be a lot of repeating myself over these next couple of weeks, but everyone needs to know that they absolutely have the right to walk away from the news for an entire day if you feel like it. But you know, I think one of the ways we're going to get through this is that we are going to give ourselves respites and breaks from being pummeled with bad news, because there is going to be no shortage of bad news over the next couple months. but we need to find joy in the small things, and we need to kind of find joy in the interactions that we have with each other, even if we are incredibly physically isolated right now. And this is something that I'm enjoying because it's making me feel less alone as well. So I'm going to play one more song for you here. This is it just so happens that I have two friends whose birthday it is today. One's name is Bo Light, and the other one is Andrew Niedermeyer. And they both are having a birthday right now in this insanity, which we'll see. I have a feeling a lot more people are going to have birthdays in this insanity soon. So this song goes out to both of them. I'll play this one. I'll get out of your hair, and I'll see you guys tomorrow at 4 p.m. tomorrow.
I'm thinking it's a sign. The freckles in our eyes are mirror images, and when we kiss they're perfectly aligned. And I have to speculate that God himself did make us into corresponding shapes like puzzle pieces from the clay. And true, it may seem like a stretch, but it's thoughts like this that catch my troubled head when you're away, when I am missing you to death. When you're out there on the road for several weeks of shows, and when you scan the radio, oh, I hope this song will guide you home. They will see us waving from such great heights. Come down now, they'll say. Everything looks perfect from far away. Come down now, we'll stay. I tried my best to leave this on your machine, but the persistent beat sounded thin upon listening, and that frankly will not fly. You'll hear the shrillest highs and lowest lows with the wind goes down as this is guiding you home. They will see us waving from such great heights. Come down now, they'll say. But everything looks perfect from far away. Come down now, but we'll stay.
All right, guys, take care of yourselves. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Keep the requests coming, either in the feed here or over Instagram. I'm at Gibbstack, at GIBBSTACK, a nickname that Jenny Lewis gave me many years ago. Or was it Jason Bozell? I don't know. Maybe both. I'll give them both credit. So if you have a request or a question, you can hit me up there, or you can just kind of keep this going, and hopefully I'll get to as many of your requests as I possibly can. I have 2 weeks, so we should be able to get to a lot of them. All right, take care of yourselves. We'll see you tomorrow.